Welcome back to episode 37 of the No Money Spent. So today we got a big episode. We're going to finish up the biggest collection out there and unlock 99 George Brett. So once we do that, we'll go over everything else that we have. We did work on some of the other programs, the smaller programs, and then we do have some packs to open up as well as some market transactions. So there's a lot going on, but we'll start off with the biggest thing, and that is collection. So we did spend, I think, a good amount on some cards yesterday to finish up these collections. So just starting off, we got the face of the franchise. I picked up 15 of these, but I do know we're going to get 6 of them back pretty much just from the featured program because there's 6 choice packs that we have coming. So I pretty much now have all of the face of the franchise except 3. You know, we only needed 27 of them, but we did get the 27 that we need, so we can get the voucher. Now, the next one we have, we're not going to do the future stars, but we probably will start picking up, 27 of these guys as time goes by. We still have to accumulate some more stubs to do that. And most of these prices, I think, are pretty low right now. They're around 15K. I mean, the NL West is still at 30K. So once all these guys get around like 15K, I guess, we'll start picking those guys up. The Prime Series, we picked up pretty much all of the cards. I mean, we don't have all of them, but all the low-end ones for around 11K. So we were able to, finish this collection up. We had to get 5 more. The 5 that we got is going to complete that for us. And I do wish some of these sets had some rewards, like additional rewards too. Like how I think the rookie series, for example. Yeah, like you get an 86 Mark Prior. I do wish these higher sets had something like that also. Second half heroes doesn't give you anything. Breakout gave you Dave Parker. So it would have been nice if some of these other ones gave you additional rewards. Now, award series, this was probably one of the most expensive ones. We got Will Myers, we got Adam Duvall, and then I picked up Albert Pujols. He's 140K right now. I don't think I spent that much. I think I spent like 128. I'll show you guys once we get to our marketplace transactions towards the end. And then I got Brandon Crawford also, which I think I spent like 96, 97K for him. So those 2 were pretty expensive. We got Robbie Ray also, as well as Duvall and Myers, which I already mentioned, but we had to get that done. I could have waited until like ranked seasons and got Reggie Jackson, but I'd rather just have Pujols on my team, I think. And the crazy thing is, I don't even know if I'll ever use him, but we need him for collection purposes. So we got that done. And then milestones wasn't really that expensive. We had to pick up these top 4 right here, but 23K right there, going for 12K, and I guess 13K now, but I'm pretty sure I got him at 12K. So we got the milestone collection done. And then the other big collection is the Takashi one. So we had pretty much all of these guys. I think we got 3 of these just from earning them, and then 1 from mini seasons. So I think we got 4 of them just from earning them. We got Trevor Hoffman from events. We got Joe Morgan from the BR program. And right now he's at 100K, which is pretty high. He definitely went up in price. I saw him as low as like 70K at some point. So just looking at his, yeah, he was low at some point. Just looking at like the 31st when he's like 50, 60K around that mark. But we had to pick up Carlos Delgado, 139K. I think I spent, I don't know. We'll have to check. But I think I spent like 120, 125. Maybe I spent 130. But we got Carlos Delgado. I'd rather have him than Greg Maddux because kind of the same thing. We might end up getting Greg Maddux just from ranked seasons if we keep playing. But we're going to unlock 97 Babe Ruth. And to be honest, I might be more excited for this card than George Brett, because Babe Ruth has one of my favorite swings in the game. So we definitely will be playing this card. It's going to be hard to fit him because we have so many cards to debut and try out and find a way to fit our team. But he can play multiple positions. I don't mind playing him in the outfield. And I think he's a must play for us. So we got Babe Ruth. Pretty excited about that one. And that's going to lead us to our last collection, and that's George Brett. But just a small step right here. Oh, and we got a balling pack. Nice. But with all those vouchers that we ended up getting, we got the 16 that we need. So this is definitely a very expensive, grind, I guess. And to be able to get all these cards and just, managing your stubs. But that's one thing that we've done from the start. And I feel like we played our cards right. We were kind of slow, I think, to getting Randy Johnson because we just got him last week. But the pacing that we did, we were able to get everything else done fairly quickly So I think at the end, you know, even though it took us a while to get Randy Johnson and finish up live series collections, I think overall we did a pretty good job with managing our stubs and all that stuff to be able to get this big collection done and unlock 99 George Brett. And George Brett, he does look really good with the 125 contact versus righties and 120 versus lefties. He has 110 power versus righties, 96 versus lefties, 125 vision with diamond tier defense and 74 speed. So third base, first base, secondary. Now we probably won't play him at first. And third base, I mean, I guess that's where he has to play. You know, we just also got Rafael Devers, which I have been mentioning. That's a pretty good substitute if you don't got George Brett. And I think that Devers card is good enough where he will be usable for a while. But this was a pretty big step for us because now we pretty much have everything and are up to date. And, you know, we still have a good amount of stubs. Like 88,000 is not how many stubs we have. We have way more than that. So we're going to go over that. But for today, we get George Brett. That part of the grind is over. And now pretty much we're just going to be making stubs, I think, because we don't have anything else that we have to buy. You know, I think the biggest thing always is finishing up live series collection, because once you finish that off, then every live series card you end up packing free stubs, and then you can use those stubs to invest in other stuff, and then it's just a rinse and repeat cycle of making stubs. So I think what, 2 days ago we were at 1 million stubs. I think very quickly we'll get back to 1 million stubs. And then who knows, maybe at some point we reach the cap again. Last year we were at 5 million stubs for a good amount of the year, and like I think at most we had like 8 million. So maybe at some point we can reach those levels again, but I do feel like it is much harder to overall make stubs, you know. And for someone like me that doesn't daily flip and do stuff like that, you know, our stub count will go up, but it won't be going up like crazy or anything like that. You know, we're just gonna pick and choose investments like we have been doing and just keep going on from that. But today we get George Brett, which I think is a pretty big dub. You know, we'll have to debut him. We have a lot of debuts to do this week, but we'll debut him. We'll try him out. We'll see how good he is, and then we'll just keep it moving with the content. But now with that said, you know, what's next? We got some small programs that we worked on. So first thing is the June monthly awards. We finished up, you know, the Tops Now moments for this week. And we got these 5 diamonds right here. So I think these diamonds, they're not that bad. I'm kind of interested to see how Edward Cabrera is going to be this year. 5 pretty free diamonds that we ended up getting. We also unlocked the Shohei Ohtani card. I didn't finish up the program, you know, because I kind of did it backwards. I was using Angels players while playing events. So we did all the Angels pretty much parallel XP first, except the last one. And I unlocked... And I just unlocked Ohtani, you know, after I did everything. So I kind of did it backwards. You should always do the moments first so you can get the player first. But we didn't do it that way. Ohtani still looks like a solid card. Great power numbers. Contact numbers aren't bad. And I think he's pretty usable. He has a nice swing. So we'll definitely be throwing him into the lineup at some point. And then probably sometime next week, we'll just finish up this program. There's nothing really for us to play offline or even events right now because we maxed that out. Or we didn't max out events, but we got the 30 wins. That's all I really want to do with this one. We got this Always Intense pack that we're going to open up, and maybe the Rewind pack too. So we'll have to check that. But the main program, you know, where we're at right now, we're at 410,000, which, you know, I don't think is bad. I think we're on pace to maxing this one out. We got the Conquest board coming out next week, which will give us 30,000. There's a Showdown coming out, which I'm assuming that will be 15 to 20,000. We'll probably have these Face the Franchise packs by the end of next week, and maybe these Always Intense ones too, or this one specifically, which wouldn't be bad because there's still some high-rated cards there that we could definitely use. And then the rest of the program is just free packs, nothing crazy, but the packs will always help. So that's kind of where we're at with the programs. Now let's go on to our packs. We don't have that many, but we got 11 show packs, a Ballin' is a Habit pack, a Headliner, Face of the Franchise East, Always Intense, and the Events Rewind pack, which, you know, still is some free stuff. So let's go on with our 11 show packs. We'll see if we can get anything good in these ones. Obviously, you know, we want some diamonds, even though we got collections done. The diamonds, they're just going to make us some more stubs. So this has been the rinse and repeat cycle pretty much every year for us. Chase free packs, you know, hopefully pack something good and just sell everything off. Sell off the duplicates. So I know it might not be the most efficient way, you know, like if you like working the market and flipping the market, you can very well do that and probably make more stubs. But I'd rather play the game than, you know, sit on the game for hours flipping the market and doing stuff like that. I've always said that too, you know, but we always look for like investment opportunities. Kind of speeds up the process, but we do that like very minimally. And when we do that, we're not really like sitting on the game, you know, flipping stuff. You know, we're just picking and choosing and making stuff. So we actually made, I think, a good amount yesterday with a roster update, and we'll go over that. But we got the set 17 headliner, chance at Willie Mays. I need a diamond. You know, I haven't gotten a diamond from a headliner in a while. We get Semyon right there, and then Ballin is a habit pack. Do we see a diamond here? Let's see. No diamond. McCullers. Nice. All right, let's go rewind pack. So this one, I think we're just going to take Trevor Hoffman, because Hoffman's probably the most expensive unless Prime Series. 16K for Prime Series. Let's see. What's Hoffman going for? 16K. Kind of the same thing. Postseason cards, 16K. Yeah, we'll just take Hoffman. I know he'll sell pretty quick, but easy 16K right there. And then we got the AL East. So I might as well just take Devers since I don't have him. We might as well keep him also. And then Always Intense. Now, we don't really need anything from this, but it would be nice to get the rare round. So we're kind of hoping for that. If not, you know, whatever we get, we're going to hold on to him, I'm pretty sure. But let's see. Do we get the rare round after our poor packs? We don't. We definitely do not. So let's see. I think I'm going to go Prime Series. You know, I think I'm just going to go Prime Series. Goldschmidt, he doesn't look bad, but his Live Series card's probably better too. And I don't really need and I don't really need All-Star Series cards. Not that I need Prime Series, but, you know, that's going to be better for us in the future. So now going on to our marketplace transactions. So if you guys watched on Thursday, you know, I did give some suggestions for roster updates and players that we were going to buy, and we did do that. So for the most part, I think it worked out for us. So I'll show you guys let's go active orders first. So these are kind of a wait and see game. This doesn't necessarily mean we'll get these players, but we have these orders out there in case that they ever fall to that price. Now, someone like Sandy Alcantara, we have orders in at 235, and I think we have like 100 of these. So, or maybe not 100. It's either 75 or 100. There's a lot. But I think the only time that we will get this one at this price is way later in the year, like a couple months. And that's only if he goes to Diamond. So we have orders in for him. And we did hit on some other orders too. But we have a lot for him. And then going down the list, we got some Michael Wakas. I think we put in orders at 26. There might be like 125 of these since he was a bronze player. So this is just like a long-term investment, wait and see type of thing. Mackenzie Gore, we got some of him for like his bronze price. He got upgraded to silver, so that wasn't bad. And with all of these, like if I don't want to wait, I can just retract my stubs and, you know, get them all back. But we don't really need stubs right now, so we can just let these sit for a while until, you know, I guess we need the stubs. Severino, we put in, I think, 75 at 146. And Clay Holmes, 255 at, we put 75 orders of that. So like Severino and Clay Holmes, I don't think we'll be able to get those ones, but who knows? Maybe in a month or so they go through. Now, Joe Musgrove, we put in 25 orders at 2,035. So these will fill eventually, but I think we might have made a mistake too. So completed orders, this is where we got Brandon Crawford. We got him at 96. I put in 25 orders for Aaron Nola. So we got him at 1,925, which is not bad. And if you guys don't really know what's going on, so before the roster update, I put in a bunch of orders. These cards were going for like 2.8 to 3K. But the way roster updates work, and I think actually I can show you guys an example. I think the best one might be Jazz Chisholm right now. So let me take a look at the Marlins. Let's see his live series card. This is actually a perfect example. So right now he's an 85 overall. And if I put in a new order right now, I can only put it at 3,000. So the people that have orders in at 117 put him way before he was even, I think, a gold card. You know, I think Jazz started as a silver. So if you put in orders before a roster update and then they get upgraded, then there's a chance over time that you can get that player for much cheaper than what he's actually going for. So these orders at 117, they will fill eventually, and pretty much someone's going to net a 2.9K profit on Jazz Chisholm. So that's what we were doing with our cards that we invested in. So we got Aaron Nola at 1.925. So we can quick sell him at 3K, which is not bad. Now we also got Pete Alonso. We got him at 2,100. And the mistake I'm mentioning is I might have put my orders up too high, you know, because these filled out within the day. So maybe I could have put my orders in a little bit lower and waited a longer time. But we did get Pete Alonso. We also got Alek Manoah. And we got Pujols, I guess, at 126. But Manoah, we got him at 2021. And then there is a point where we did make kind of a blunder, I guess. But we got Delgado at 128, which is not bad. We did pick up Pablo Lopez, which didn't get upgraded, but I think he might be okay for the future. Now, this is where the blunder kind of happens. We had 25 orders in for Ty France, and he didn't get upgraded, but I still think he's a good enough investment where he will get upgraded at some point. And same with Nestor Cortez. So now I have 25 of these guys, which, you know, I guess whatever. Here's where we were buying the rest of the cards that we needed. You know, some Face the Franchise cards, the Prom Series, milestones, all that stuff. So that's kind of where we're at, you know. So just taking a look at the investments really quick. I think the best way to look at it is through the inventory. So who do we end up getting? Nestor Cortez isn't a good one, but Manoah, we got 25 of him through the roster update. Now we kind of have options here. I can wait and see, you know, we have 2 weeks to pretty much hold, but I can wait and see for 2 weeks and see if he does better. If he does better, maybe he gets upgraded. And if he gets upgraded, his quick sell value would be better. But if I don't want to wait, or I guess if he starts doing poor within the next roster update, I can just quick sell my duplicates. There's 87K right there. So we have a good amount of stubs just right there right now with Alek Manoah. We can just sit and wait. If he does good, we can sell him for more. If he does bad, we can just sell him for 87K and pretty much be happy with that. Now, the other player that we ended up getting, Ty France, you know, is whatever for that investment. That's a wait and see, I guess. Now, nothing really here. Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso's a good one because he got upgraded to an 86. So his quick sell value is 3,750, I believe. So if we sell the 26 of these, let's see what he's going for like stub count. We're going to end up getting 93K stubs, which is not bad. So for buying it at, you know, around 2,000 stubs, we pretty much got like 1,500 profit for each card, which is not bad for like a quick last minute investment before a roster update. So that's what I also mean with like picking investments wisely. You know, we ended up catching a dub with the diamond ones that we got. Aaron Nola was a good one because he's pretty low in price. Now, Aaron Nola, I don't, like, honestly, I might just sell these guys too because there's nothing really that we need. But Nola would get us 78K, you know, if we quick sold him. So we have good amount of stubs there. I think overall, I might have put like 400K into like the roster update moves and stuff like that. And right now we probably netted maybe like 100, 150K back. So quick turnaround, but we also in a sense lost some because we got Nestor Cortez and Ty France and they didn't get upgraded. But I still think at some point they do. So I guess we'll have to keep a close eye on the next roster updates. And, you know, if we can get some of these cards again and just keep rinse and repeat in this cycle, then that wouldn't be bad. But that's kind of where we're at. You know, I don't think there's much for us to do now grinding wise. We do got to start playing a lot of ranked seasons. Because like I said, we have a ton of debuts to do. We got Randy Johnson still, Frank Thomas, George Brett, Babe Ruth. We got Joe Mauer. You know, we have a ton of debuts and a ton of games just to try these out. Can I just do a best squad really quick? Not on this team. Let's see. Best squad really quick with no money spent. Let's see what they give us. I mean, not bad. Who else in the outfield, really? Like, would I do this lineup? I don't know. I don't know. Judge is probably one of my favorite cards this year. I probably would have Delgado. See, this is interesting. I have too many options. Then this is our bench also, you know, so we have a lot of cards. We have a lot of cards to debut, try out, see who we like, see who we don't like. A lot. What's the pitching looking like? See, the pitching I still think is pretty weak, the rotation wise, but yeah, you know, we'll have to figure that out. There is content coming out next week, so I guess we'll look forward to that. But for the next few days, probably will just be a bunch of ranked seasons, you know, at least one a day because we got to start that going. And we'll see how everything is. But other than that, let me know what you guys are working on. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, drop a like in the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out.